Guys, we have just arrived into Split, Croatia, and we will be spending our next 2 days here in this city. The city has such a long history and such a fun vibe. It'll be nice to explore this city together. But right now we are sitting in our Airbnb that we got in the central location. So let me show you what $50 in Split, Croatia gets you. We have a studio apartment with a small kitchen, a toaster maker, and a kettle as well. They got all the appliances that we need to cook. They've also got an oven and a TV, bunch of windows, a lot of natural light in here, a nice looking bed, bunch of towels for just a few nights, and their bathroom is really nice as well. Enough space for both of us. Nice bathroom sink, nice shower as well. They've got boiler for hot water. They've also got a washing machine, so that's really needed for us. All this for $50 a night. I find that really affordable. And it's also located really close to the old town, and we have also came here in a car, and they have a private parking space as well, so that's another add-on too. Alright, we are on our way to the old town. Split, Croatia is really famous for their old town being at the seaside, and it's a really popular place, so finding something for $50 a night is a really great deal here. But one thing that I have noticed, that if you find something for a cheaper price in US, it tends to be disappointing. But cheaper always doesn't mean bad, and expensive always doesn't mean better. Especially here in Europe, we can find affordable stays, even cheaper hostels, and they can actually be really good.
So what just rode by me was Split's transportation system. Here in Europe, they generally have great transportation like buses and trams. You can really rely on their transportation system once you come to Split, Croatia, and Croatia in general, so just keep that in mind.
And while we talk about things being affordable here in Split, Croatia, or Europe in general, you don't have to always buy food outside. You can go to some market. The famous one we have been going to, it's called Studenac. You can really save some money on that. We made a stop before checking into our Airbnb, and we got some groceries for ourselves for next 2 days. And we spent about 25 euros. So let's say $30 for 2 days worth of food, which you can easily spend eating out in one meal.
Alright, so if you're looking for a sweet treat in the town, they do sell gelato, typically in European countries, for $1.50. That's really affordable for ice cream if you're a sweet tooth like me.
Look at the excitement.
Right in front of me is a burek stand. This is the traditional food here that they sell on the street. You get snacks like this everywhere. And it looks like it's €1 for those little ones up there, €2 for the big burek, so pretty affordable. When we typically travel, Sorop and I don't sit down at these fancy restaurants to eat the food, but we love trying out their traditional foods at stalls like that because it's fun and you can just snack your way through the day. We've only been walking in Old Town Split for a couple of hours now. Right now we're by the seaside, which looks beautiful. It's a little gloomy today, so the water is not as blue. You can really do a lot of walking in this town. There's a lot of shops along the seaside. Don't really have to spend a lot of money. When we travel, we just like to explore the town on foot and do the free activities instead of paying for things like museums. So that's how we kind of travel. Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 2 here in Split. We're going to be showing you some of the things that you can do in Old Town. And if you're staying near Old Town, I highly recommend walking through the streets, looking at the shops, and just enjoying the culture here. Currently standing at one of the main gates where people usually enter the Old Town, and you can see the Grubersnimski statue right behind us. You can touch its toe for good luck, and that's what we did. And now let's take you inside the Old Town.
We just entered the old town. The name of the country of Croatia in their own language is called Republika Hrvatska. So that's something I found out because there was HR sticker on the back of all the cars that were entering Croatia, and that's how I know.
When you're walking through Old Town, you'll find cool stores just like this. Each of them are unique in their own way, but you'll also find stores that have preserved ruins inside. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. You literally can walk on preserved ruins, which is pretty cool. One of the main things that you can do once you're walking around the old town is visiting the Diocletian's palace. This is right here. This is a World UNESCO Heritage Site, and it's a preserved Roman imperial residence. That little door right there, you can walk right through and enjoy the views. They have restaurants surrounding this as well, so you can just have a drink, eat something, and just enjoy the preserved ruins. Highly recommend coming here because this is a free activity to do. They have benches along the sides so you can admire the Roman ruins and maybe have a snack and just take in the view. They also have an entrance, so let's go check it out and show you what's inside.
Alright, so we're walking around the Diocletian Palace, and then I realized this area is really big, or the palace is really big, but then I found out the whole area that surrounds the old town is the Diocletian Palace, and the place we are standing at right now is the main area of the palace. And we also went down in the basement, and if you're a Game of Thrones fan, right there in the cellar they had a major filming locations with the dragon, and I'll put the picture right here. Since the area of this Diocletian Palace is so big and there is so much to explore, you can go to the cathedral, you can either buy tickets, and you can also go up top for €2 to get a view of the old town. And if you're staying for just a few days, there's not much you can do around the city of Split, so I would just suggest staying in the old town and just walking around this old town streets and taking it all in.
Also, one of the cool things is you can dine and drink in such a historic area. Look at this bar, so gorgeous. Here in Split, there's also a huge boat culture. We've been approached by a number of people offering us a €10 boat party tour, which is also something cool if you're looking to do that. Affordable and fun. Alright guys, so we have hiked over 40 minutes, 500 stairs to a place called Marjan Hill. This is another free activity you can do here in Split, and it gives such beautiful views of Split and the Adriatic Sea. So definitely come here. There's also a lot of scenery up here as well as park. A great place to hang out and enjoy the view. Alright guys, it's evening time and we're ending our 2 days here in Split at one of the beaches near Old Town. There are a lot of beaches you can go that are just a couple minutes walking distance from Old Town, and others far away that you do have to access with car.
In our 2 days, we spend majority of our time in Old Town, and that's what I would recommend if you're coming to Split for a short while. There's a lot more things you can do if you're planning your stay here for 4 to 5 days, even for a week. You can even go to the islands of Hvar. It's a short cruise ride that you can take from Old Town and you can explore the island. You can take a day trip, or you can also spend one night there in the island and explore. For our time here in Split, our 2 days are done and we are headed back to US. The next time we come to Croatia, we'd like to do a road trip to explore the beauty of this country. But that is it for our time here in Croatia. We'll see you in the next country.